What's up guys, my name is Ace, and welcome back to the Hero Challenge. In today's episode, we're going to be covering Reaper's Scythe. And with this one, we have to get 6 kills in a single game 6 times with the Scythe. We've already done that 5 times, just like with every one of these episodes, which if you haven't seen it by the way, link to the whole playlist will be down below. I've covered everything except for this and the gravity spikes. But what I'll be doing is playing live and sharing tips and advice for how to earn these Scythe kills and how to get 6 within a single game. So let's hop into a game and we'll see how we do. Alright guys, so again, I decided to go with Ground War, which I like to do for a lot of these different power weapons. We got Domination on Stronghold. Yes, Stronghold's what it's called. I always try to call this map Safeguard for whatever reason. Safeguard's a game mode, Stronghold's a map. But, of course, we just want to, right now, work our way up to our initial... Oh crap, he's got a Shiva. See if we can use our little map's exposed spot to take him out. Not seeing him. He's hiding. He's hiding. Alright, well, we're going to wait for a little bit of team support here. Thing with the Scythe is it does take the longest to charge up out of any of the other power weapons or abilities in the game. And because of that, you definitely want to be running overclock for this challenge, I find anyway. It's not necessary, it's just really, really helps. Alright, so we're getting a few kills here. This is good. We are about halfway, which is not bad considering we're only 10 points into this game. So we will have this Scythe up relatively quickly if we can keep up our momentum a little bit here. I'm hearing suppressors and it's freaking me out. Also, this is great because we have map control and it looks like we're going to be able to maintain this map control a little bit. I've got to meet these people here. Like right now, if I had the Scythe, it would be an excellent time to call it in, although my teammates might be flipping spawns pretty soon. It looks like they might end up pushing a little bit too hard here and flipping those spawns. Ooh, I think I just got caught. Yep, got caught by the shotgun. Alright, since I spawned here, that means they're flanking this way, most likely. I just don't know for sure. I've got one teammate over there kind of watching that, so it should be alright. That guy dead? Yeah, that guy's dead. Alright, how we doing? We're getting pretty close to that Scythe. Let's just pop this down here. I can watch that side of the map. I guess we'll call this in as well, just because why not, right? That should give me a couple kills. Nice, nice. Alright, we don't want to quite flip the spawn there. But this is great, especially on this map. This is an excellent map for this, especially when you get that map control at C and they're kind of pinned back into the C spawns. It's a great way to get lots and lots of kills. I've actually gotten several like super and mega kills in this exact setup like this, just because when they come out of spawn, they're usually just sprinting out in the open. They don't have much cover, so they just kind of sprint at you. But we got to get this urn first, so almost. Almost. All right, now we got guys potentially behind me. I'm a little hurt, so I'm not ready to call it in. And they're starting to spread out a little bit, but I think now is as good a time as any. With this, if you aim, you start winding it up. So this is great when you want to like pre-fire, you want to get ready for your enemies. You can do this, and we flipped spawns. Okay. See if anybody happened to spawn there. We got a guy on B. There's 2, 3, 4. Alright, we got 4. 4 total with 1. That's pretty good. I would have liked to keep that going, obviously, but hey, you do what you can. It was a little bit unfortunate that we ended up flipping spawns there. Like, my teammates all kind of pushed at the same time. And it did force that spawn flip. But we still got 4, so not that bad. A big thing you saw there is I was always wound up, ready to go for my enemies. It's all about predicting your enemies and where they're going to be initially. If you know where your enemies are going to be coming from and when and generally where you need to challenge them, it helps a ton. So definitely if you have a UAV, call it in before you call your Scythe in. So you know where the enemies are coming from. You'll be able to predict them and get wound up first. And if you aim down sight, it does start winding it up, like I said earlier. Now let's get this map control back here. Should have people over here. Yep, there's one. Alright, we'll work our way up to the next one. I think I'll do what I did in the last episode as well, so this doesn't stretch out too long. I'll skip ahead right now until I'm close to earning my next Scythe, and then you don't have to watch me just earning Scythes all game. So I'll see you guys in a second or two, I guess, for you. Alright guys, might as well start it here. We're just starting the second round. Pretty good round so far. We got 30 and 5 that first round, which is pretty good. One thing I want to do here is we want to gain our map control before calling this in, obviously. Same with any power weapon. I've been saying this for like every power weapon episode so far. You gain your map control, make it so your enemies have to come to you, and it makes it that much easier to get your kills with your power weapon. We only need 2 with the Scythe, but it is easy to screw that up, so I don't want to get too confident here. It is definitely easy to screw that up, and we may only get one more shot at a Scythe. Like, this might be the only other Scythe we get. And that's the thing with the Scythe. Even when you're running overclock and having a good game, you still only get 2, maybe 3 in a game usually. You're not really going to get many more than that. So we're just going to hold off on this. We're not calling it in yet. I know there's a couple of them here, but just wasn't worth calling it in yet. Okay, my teammates are going to cap A, and then we're going to get them back into that C sort of spawn, which is excellent. That's right where we want them. We just want to make sure we're feeling a little more confident here. Like, I'm not calling this in right now, obviously, because we don't have team support, and I'm likely going to die here very soon. Yeah. Didn't have enough team support. I couldn't handle all of those guys at once, or I probably could have tried a little bit harder and handled it a little bit differently, but that's okay. Ooh, my aim's a little bit off, but that's okay. We'll just have to correct for that. So we want to get pushed up a little bit past the B flag here, get them kind of pinned back into their spawn. I think I just got saved by an EM. I've got a hive on me right now. What is happening? Are you guys seeing this? I'm like in the middle of being hived. That is some weird glitch that's going on right now. This is awesome. Watch, I'm going to pull out my Scythe, and then the hive's suddenly just going to activate and kill me. I hope not. Oh, crap. We just flipped spawns. Yeah. We were just getting them into that nice little spawn area that we wanted them. And now my teammates are pushing up and making chaotic spawns happen. So I'm going to have to just, as the spawn flips here, just go for it. I think I'm going to risk it now, because they're going to be coming off that A flag pretty soon. And if I just pre-aim like this... Somebody should come in here. Yeah. And now there's people over here. Okay, this is something I like to do as well. You can just jump, and then as you're coming around the corner, start firing, and it starts winding up as you're jumping around the corner. And by jumping, you're being really hard to hit, really unpredictable. That hive is really loud in my ear right now. I had that hive following me the whole time. It's still, I can still hear it. Either way, there we go. That's how you complete that challenge with the Scythe. I ended up getting quite a few kills there. I kind of threw my life away at the end there. I could have played that a little bit smarter towards the end, but I already completed the challenge, so I just kind of gave up on it. So that's pretty much all you guys need to see. I will win this game, hopefully, and then I'll see you guys after the game. Alright guys, here we go. Let's have a look and see what this looks like. Very shiny. Looking good. Alright, so that's going to wrap it up for today's episode. The big thing with the Scythe is you don't want to get caught when you're not like wound up or starting to get wound up. You definitely don't want to get caught like mid-sprint when you have the Scythe out, because they'll usually kill you before you can actually get your first shot off on them, because you do have to wind it up and then get your shot off. So get ready for your enemies. Try to force them to come to you, and make sure you're wound up, waiting for them to already come around the corner. Or if you do want to be aggressive with it, I like to jump shot around the corner as I'm pressing the trigger to fire the Scythe, which will start winding it up, and then as you get around the corner itself, that's when it starts firing, and you'll just be right on target, ready to go, and you'll take them by surprise in that way. So, there you go. We have one more episode, and that'll be on the gravity spikes. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys next time.